Good day people, it's Rama here, and in this video I'm going to talk about Chromebooks. When it first came out, Chromebook was hailed as the future of laptops when it was released back in like 2012. Fast forward 5 years later and it seems that the market hasn't quite received it yet. At least not well enough. But should you still get it though? Well, I think so. Okay, first of all, for some people who never heard of Chromebook, basically this is a laptop slash netbook that runs Chrome OS. Chrome OS is basically a very limited operating system where you can only arrange some files, do some Google Drive related tasks. Basically, you rely a lot on internet and Google Drive to do your day-to-day computing. You can connect some external disk and watch some format of multimedia, but its capability is a little bit, if not very limited. Of course, when it comes to tech, pretty much almost everything is about preference and needs. You may need a certain task or performance related specs and softwares that requires a specific machines. But if you're a regular student or office guys, this Chromebook may be the only thing you need. If you're a student, most of what you need for uni, which is most likely just docs and PowerPoint, is of course available with the Chromebook. It's Chrome, so you have Google Drive and stuff like that. Entertainment wise, Chrome Web Store now have wider variety of content streaming apps such as Netflix and Spotify, and lighter games such as Asphalt, so you get more options and usability out of it. So really, for your everyday casual needs, the Chromebook is definitely enough. And with its price, which is ranging from $100, $200 to $500, if you want heavier machines for photo editing or video editing or gaming, you can always allocate more budget into building a dedicated piece of a machine anyway, because you should have $1,000 of budget, and you can, if you buy a $200 Chromebook, you can spend the rest $800 on something else. So if you want to build a beefed up PC or buy a Mac, you would still have money if Mac is your kind of thing anyway. By the way, I do realize that your experience with Chromebook really depends on where you are. I mean, in a European country like Sweden, I imagine the internet connections are fast enough for you to just go back and forth from your drive to your limited internal drive. If your space are limited, all I'm saying is that you can download and re-download it again without having to worry about space because your internet is fast enough. But if you live in a third world country like me, the experience might be less or way worse. I guess that's when the Chromebook market is very different from one country to another. Lastly, your experience with Chromebooks also depends a lot to the actual hardware. In this video, I tried the second generation of Toshiba's Chromebook, and I don't think that it's the best hardware. To be fair, the pricing is adequate. It has good selection of ports, the display and speaker, which was made by Skullcandy, is decent, and the battery life is okay. Arguably better than some other laptops, but it felt cheap and plastic. That's not really good, but it's $200, so what do you expect? And I shouldn't complain too much, but all I'm saying is that it doesn't impress me, that's all. It's just okay, and for most people, it might be what they're looking for. There are definitely better options out there with better hardware, sports selections, and some features like touchscreen and the ones that you can turn the screen flat, stuff like that. Asus, for example, are doing some good work with their Chromebook lines. Samsung also are doing a good work with their Chromebook lines, but of course, the price is also a big factor here, and some Chromebooks can go upwards to $500 or even $600. That's if you live in a European country or in the US. If you live in a third world country like Indonesia or another Southeast Asian country, the tax might be bigger and you might have to spend even more on your Chromebook. That for me defies the whole concept a bit, but again, it's about preference. If you're only into the concept and prefer it anyway, I don't see why you shouldn't go for it. Anyway, bottom line, should you consider buying a Chromebook then? I'd say yes, or at least have a think about it. It's priced very fair, It gives you room to buy or build something else that you don't have to bring everywhere, and most importantly, it does the job. I don't think Chromebook as a concept is dying yet. I think its development is very slow, but I hope it will catch up with the market soon. Especially with more apps coming and some offline capabilities, I think the Chromebook market is catching up. Anyway, that's been it, guys. What do you think the future holds for the Chromebook? Has it died without ever receiving glory, or the triumph are still ahead? Let me know in the comments below. And by the way, if the picture looks familiar, that's because I have another channel called Technologica that I do with a friend of mine. I'm mainly doing the shootings, so I might recycle a lot of stuff from that channel. So don't worry, YouTube, I'm not taking any other YouTubers pictures or anything. Do check the channel out though. It's mostly about reviews, and I'll just link it down below. Alright, don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like this video, and click subscribe if you want to see more stuff from me. And that's all. Have a nice day.